Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a good weekend. In this video, we're going to talk about TRON TRX. Should you invest in TRON TRX right now? Is it a good possibility to make some profit in the next little while? And where do you think TRON is going at the end of 2018? How high can we expect it going into 2019-20 as well? Remember guys, if you're new to crypto, we're not talking about making big profits in the next week unless you're a day trader, but I don't recommend it. There's only a very few who do make actual good profits day trading. It can be done, but it's difficult. But the most important thing to be doing right now if you're new to crypto is find some good projects that you can do some long-term holding on and see some good returns in the future. Now on all these videos you'll see on YouTube in different forums and different Twitter pages and different things, you'll see people commenting and posting and people get angry about price predictions and this and that, but that really shows who the weak hands are, who are not in it for the long term, right? When they think Tron cannot hit $1, they're happy. They say, oh, let's just get to 8 cents. Well, you know, we've been well past that before, and we're shooting for bigger all-time highs in the future, okay? The market cap will have tens of trillions in the future, and it won't have to be this week, but it could be 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the future. And people that aren't willing to hang in there that long, they shouldn't be in crypto probably to start with, okay? And they're probably people who got in the last time we had this big influx, this big push at the end of 2017, maybe they got caught buying at all-time highs in some different projects and they're kind of a little ticked off about that, okay? So they're really touchy about everything right now. But remember, if you've been in crypto for a while, like most of us, or some of us anyways, over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you've seen a lot of fluctuations, and this pullback is no different than other ones we've seen in the past. But the good news is we always push forward and always reach new all-time highs. And crypto isn't the small little insiders world it used to be anymore, right? It's going mainstream, okay? There's lots of money coming into crypto. So the new all-time highs, the new big pushes we're going to see, right? The mania that's going to happen is going to be crazier than ever. And these same people, guys, that think, oh, Tron, will Tron hit $1? They think, hey, let's just try to get to 10 cents. We'll be happy with that. Remember, there was people who at once sold Bitcoin for $200 or $300 and thought they made a killing, right? They walked away, and they probably did. They probably did make a huge killing, but can you imagine they held in there even longer, right? And Bitcoin's been up to 1,000 before if you rode it along the roller coaster ride for the last 10 years, and it's come crashing back down, and it's gone up and down and up and down. And this little pullback we've seen right now since the beginning of the year isn't that dramatic. Things are stabilizing, and Bitcoin in the future, hopefully we see some great things happening. Now in Tron, guys, there's some news I want to talk to you about in this video. We're going to talk about, we know Justin Sun bought BitTorrent, and that's a huge merger for Tron TRX and a big possibility for some good things to happen in the future that can really give, you know, global awareness to Tron TRX, which will be great for our profit. And BitTorrent aligns very smoothly and very seamlessly with what Tron is trying to do, right? On the media side of the internet, being the new internet. And so torrents are very exciting. That's really good news for Tron. Another thing we're going to talk about is Independence Day. Tron Independence Day, what they're calling it, is when they get on their own platform, break free from the ERC20 or Ethereum platform. So that's going to be very interesting what's going to happen for Tron. And then we're going to see what we should be expecting after June 26th. So when we actually technically are into Independence Day, right? For all your Tron TRX holders out there. Now, guys, another thing I'd like to tell you guys, a little funny story I had today driving home with a couple friends. I have one buddy. He's another crypto enthusiast. He knows his stuff. He's been in Bitcoin for about 7 years. He's made a lot of money in cryptocurrency. And I mean, like I just said before, he's seen the ups, he's seen the downs, and he's very positive about the crypto world right now in the crypto space. We have another friend who was with us in the car who's actually a dentist, and he's a really smart guy. He's actually invested in Facebook. He does have some other tech investments, so he considers himself a pretty savvy guy, but he'll be the first to admit he knows nothing about crypto. He's like very, very naive about the crypto world. And you know how I can tell that all of you guys watching this video, myself, we're a very small part of the population who are into crypto, okay? So even as new as you think you might be, you're very new to, you're very like ahead of the game. You might be new, but you're ahead of the game to the crypto space, okay? Did you get in 10 years ago to Bitcoin? No, it doesn't matter, but the projects you're getting into today, at 10 years in the future, you're going to be like those old people we talked about who were in Bitcoin when it started, okay? We're so far ahead of the game, and I'll explain what I mean. Now, my friend who was talking about Bitcoin to me was explaining, you know, what's going on with Bitcoin, where he thinks what's going on. She's going to sell some Bitcoin, blah, 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 Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Our friend, the dentist in the back of the car, was saying how he's heard a lot about Bitcoin recently from colleagues, friends, family members different things, people at barbecues and parties, everyone talking about Bitcoin, he'd like to know more about it. So my friend in the front, joking around, said, well, if you come over tonight for some drinks, right, they're going to play poker anyway at his place. If you come over, I'll show you a couple Bitcoins. I'll get some out of my vault. Said he had a vault, and I'll get some Bitcoins out and I'll show you them. You can hold them. Now, this is, the guy in the back seat said that would be awesome because I would love to see a Bitcoin. I've never seen one. How big are they? What do they look like? So me and my friend in the front, and this isn't a knock on the dentist, right? Our buddy the dentist, he's a smart guy. It just shows how naive to crypto he is and how far ahead of the game me and you are, and all you guys watching this video and watching other videos and just participating in the crypto space. So me and my friend got a chuckle out of it. He broke the news to him later on, right, that how crypto works and Bitcoins, you're not going to get your hands on one, blah, blah, blah. But it was pretty funny, and it just opened my eyes to, how special the people that are into crypto world are already and how far ahead of the game we are. So kudos to you guys. Congratulations. If you're watching this video, you could be a Tron holder. You could be interested in Tron. You might just be, searching the internet for different projects and just trying to read up, and you're just very interested in all things crypto. So good for you, because there's a lot of people out there that still don't even know what crypto is, okay? And when you're reaping the rewards for from some of these projects that you're in right now, other people are going to be trying to get in on them. Okay, so let's talk about Tron, guys. Okay, one thing I want to look at is this. Now, the BitTorrent merger for Tron. So let's talk about this. Now, let's look some of the facts. That Justin Sun purchased BitTorrent, and this news went back to January 2018, but there's a lawsuit about that. There's some foul play, but people think that was just more of Justin Sun's brilliance of using PR and getting it out there in the market to cause a stir, right? Like kind of a publicity stunt for Tron, which could have been pumping the value at the time. But it's pretty good. And another thing people think, could have Sun back in the day, could have he been looking to pump the coin up because he was going to sell out and get out of his position in TRX? But I don't think so, right? People think that was not the case at all. And let me go down here. So at the very least, this BitTorrent merger, guys, can drive a lot of the kind of attention that Tron is desperately in need of, following all that post-hype media we had of main launch and things like that, right? Now, we've successfully been able to transfer away from the ERC20 space on the Ethereum's network, but we're not going to see any price appreciation right now because of, we're kind of in a bear market. And we've been declining the last couple of weeks. But the good thing about Tron, guys, is it hasn't taken that big a hit. It's held its own, which means Tron holders aren't really selling, okay? So maybe there's not too many weak hands in Tron right now. But this BitTorrent merger, it could really reinvigorate the investor interest, in addition to building upon the confidence inspired upon community projects like Genesis. Now, this could be just the kind of news we need. This acquisition could be just the kind of news if we're coming out of this bear market in the next little while and we're getting into this. If Tron brings torrenting onto the platform and gets that mass adoption and globalization and the branding out there, that could be huge for Tron, guys. So that's interesting merger right now. Now, we know with independence coming up, that's not too far off, right? And just in a few days. And that's when we're going to totally transition to the Tron mainnet, okay? And that's where we're going to be operating as an independent blockchain, and all the developers can create all sorts of dApps on this new chain. Okay, so this date is approaching soon, and it's pretty interesting, guys, because, the mainnet went live on the 31st, and it was only in testing phase, but, there's been a bounty program for the hackers to test out the network for bugs and all that, improve the code, and up to that point, it's been going pretty good. So it shows the blockchain is pretty solid, and it's ready for some really good dApps to be run on the network. Now, a piece of news before Independence Day, guys, is that we've mentioned in other videos, you have until the 24th of June to get your TRX onto an exchange. So scary stuff. We don't recommend having any crypto on an exchange, but for this, it's what Tron wants you to do, right? Have it on one of the supported exchanges, and they'll do the exchange, the migration into the new coin automatically for you. Because right now, the Tron TRX tokens, if you don't know, they're still ERC20 coins, right? And the migration is going to take place between the 21st and 24th of this month. So if you got your TRX in wallets, you better move them on to, right, one of these supported exchanges that's supporting the migration so you don't get into any complications. But also there's been some safety nets out there that Tron is going to help people if they miss this news. And I think Binance is also saying they're going to have a permanent migration going on their platform there. So that's pretty good. So if you ever fail to migrate your tokens to an exchange by the 24th. If you've missed this news and you see it later, or you have friends, you don't have to panic. Binance is probably going to be getting that permanent migration of the Tron tokens. So you can always move your ERC tokens over to the main at any time with the help of Binance. So that will be a lifesaver for many. Now, we know the TRON TRX Genesis block, it's going to start on the 25th of June, okay? That's why we have till the 24th to do the migration of the coins. And this is the day people are calling Independence Day, okay? And that's when our first TRON blockchain Genesis will be launched. And this will be our big shift away from the TRON. This will be the TRON blockchain in the beginning of the TRON's rise on the independent blockchain. Okay, so after this Independence Day, basically, there are people in the industry, guys, who have been saying, if we can get out of this bear market, and with all the good news that's going swirling around Tron, and we're on our own platform, right? We have an independent blockchain, and the dApps are starting to be built because it looks pretty solid. We could easily push up to about 10 cents just out of the excitement. Okay, so that would be like a big rise, right? You could maybe double some investment if you got it in there. So that is something to look at in the next little while leading up to Independence Day. There will be a push, right? There will be a pump. Could be a goal for you, or some investors are going to be looking for that. And we're going to see what dApps are going to be launching on the blockchain after this event. So if a lot of dApps are on there, we could see the value of TRX shoot up even within $1 over the next year. Now, some people in the comments will say, no, that can't happen. But really, again, if you don't have any high hopes for some of these projects to be going higher than we ever did before, don't be so pessimistic to think, oh, let's just shoot for this 10 cents, okay? Now, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is this. After the 26th, what are we going to be looking at? Because we've had a lot of events lining up, right? In the last little while, there's been a lot of news around Tron, and it's been a lot of good stuff. They've had a lot of achievements in the last couple of days, especially with the Binance listing of the tokens. That was kind of the highlight, right? So that was big news for Tron. And another thing, for the long-term growth, right? Basically, the support it's getting from Binance, that you can see how Binance is really supporting Tron with that permanent migration and everything else they're doing, this is going to be a major catalyst that's going to spur TRX price to the next level, I think, because Binance is kind of one of the best exchanges with the biggest and largest wallets in the market, okay? And it has the US dollar pairing, which that is actually going to help TRX, and it's going to actualize its full potential in the market to become very competitive in the future and not so dependent on Bitcoin. So when we have Tron autonomy, we're going to see it edge closer to kind of delinking from Bitcoin's control of prices in the market. And if it has some self-governance, before the end of June, Tron's going to be able to use this US dollar influence to kind of clip down the Bitcoin market control. Because, remember, the US dollar has about 18% market share, so it's going to be giving Bitcoin a run for its money. Now, the only two coins, to complicate that even further, like Tron and EOS, TRX and EOS tokens, they've been able to hold strong in the market. As the market's been nosediving for the last couple months, they've held relatively strong. And this resilience is not built only around the hype, and it's like dwindling investor confidence, right? There's solid foundations in both of those future of coins. So another thing we're going to talk about too is the Tron TRX super representative SC elections. So this is important for Tron, guys, because Tron is going to become one of the first blockchain democracies. So after these SC elections, which are scheduled for June 26, the election manifesto is out and the event is set to roll. It will result in a platform that the majority of the participants have a say in decisions arrived at through voting. Okay, so the decisions are going to come through voting. And now, this election timing is perfect. It comes after the mainnet launch, right? So that was hoped and anticipated to have a little surge in TRX price that can lead to a major breakout, giving that basically some of the top 10 rated coins are showing marginal gains and holding on to some green in the trading zones recently. Okay, so that's some stuff about Tron, guys. I would be looking at, as we come closer to Independence Day, you're going to see a little surge. There'll be some mania, right, as all the new tokens are getting migrated on. If the platform's running well and we see some good dApps being developed on there, the Tron could be a place where you see a little profit. But definitely, if you're not even interested in making a little profit in the next little while on Tron, Tron is a good long-term hold, because with some of the stuff that's coming out and we get out of this bear market, the sky is the limit for Tron, guys. Now, let me know in the comments below what you think about Tron. If you're a Tron holder, you're probably pretty excited about the future. If you're not a Tron holder, you can either share some news you want about it, or you can spread your negativity and fudge, show everyone how smart you are, watching videos of projects you're not interested in, and then you have even more time to be making comments about it, so that says something about you. But guys, be positive in the crypto space. Don't bring any more negativity, and don't don't pay attention to the negative people in the crypto space. They don't belong in there anyway, guys. And my friendly little crypto reminder to you guys today, because I don't want any of you to be another statistic in the crypto world, protect your crypto. Get yourself an offline hardware wallet, a ledger, something safe to keep your crypto on. There's been over $1 billion last year stolen. You don't want your crypto to be taken away from you as exchanges go down, as exchanges get hacked, as your computers get hacked. You don't want to be another statistic. All this effort, all the money you've been putting into crypto, guys, it's worth nothing once someone takes it from you, okay? So keep your crypto safe, and it's probably the best investment in crypto you can make that will help you sleep tight. All these projects you're investing in gives us a lot of stress watching prices go up and down and hearing different people's opinions about the projects and what should you do, get in, get out, get more. At least if you put some money into an offline hardware wallet, that money is probably the best money in crypto you'll spend that will help you get a good night's sleep, and be rest assured your crypto is safe, okay? And the only way to get that, guys, get them directly from the company. You don't want to fool around with getting any hardware wallets anywhere else from any other websites or any other people that it could be tampered with. There's lots of stories about that. Get them directly from the manufacturer. Definitely right from the company, guys. If you haven't already, we got a link in the description below where you could check it out and get yourself a hardware wallet. Little reminder to stay safe. The most important thing in crypto, guys, because all the profits we hope to make in the future and all the work you're doing investing in crypto means nothing if you leave yourself open to a hack or something terrible to happen and your crypto be taken from you. Okay, guys, another thing, we're going to be actually opening up our Power Crypto membership. We talked to a lot of Power Crypto members, and they want more people, and they said, hey, let's just open up a special division of it to everyone where you can get new information about ICOs, hear what some of these day traders are doing, hear some alerts when they're putting them out. And so you can, even in this bear market, you can still make a lot of money, guys, and we're going to open that up. All you need to do is make sure you're helping out our community. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, guys, and give the comment like if you can. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate all of that and your support so much, guys. And let me know what you think about Tron in the comments below. And also tell us about some other projects you'd like us to talk about, and we can get Power Crypto members to do some research on that and put some videos out for you and maybe help some of the projects you're involved in. Spread the word about those too. All right, guys, I hope you have a rest of a great weekend. Relax, have some fun too. Don't let the crypto world stress you out too much. But if you do love the crypto space as much as most of us, and you do have a lot of fun checking prices and researching, then go for it. You might find some good buys in the prices right now. Okay, guys, and also keep your crypto safe. That's the most important thing I can tell anybody every day is there's too many stories of people losing their crypto. So be safe out there, guys. Okay, thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.